Hi, everybody, and welcome to Life According to Nikki. If this is your first time listening, I would just like to give you a big, huge hello. So happy to have you here with us today. We have an incredible guest on the docket. Her name is Reagan. We are going to be talking about our job history, really our contribution to the American society throughout the years. It's going to be beautiful and amazing. You're probably going to laugh a little bit. You probably won't cry, if I'm being honest. It wasn't an emotional episode or anything, but I don't know. Maybe if you're on your period, who's to say? Either way, you're going to have a great time. And if you do, if you wouldn't mind just leaving a cute little review, some stars at the end. If you're on Spotify, there's 3 little dots right at the top. You can click those and it'll say leave a review, and then you just click some stars. It's super easy. It takes about 5 seconds, and I'd really appreciate it because I'm trying to take this small little thing and try and take it and make it into a not so small little thing. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, you're just going to scroll to the bottom, leave the stars there, and leave a review if you can. That would mean a lot to me. It would just really make my day. So hopefully this podcast makes yours. Without further ado, let's just play my intro song and get to it. Again, thank you so much for listening. I'm really happy to have you here today. Hit it!
Are we kidding? Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Hi. I am so excited to have you on the pod today. Would you like to introduce yourself to my lovely fans, my followers, the Delulus themselves? Tell them who you are, how we know each other.
My name is Reagan. How we know each other.
Yeah, how did
We were
meet?
in an ASL class at UVU, and we got in trouble for talking every day.
Every day.
And it wasn't like we were being just loud or anything, or because, I've never in my life have I gotten in trouble for talking in class, because usually I don't talk at all. But
What?
anyone talking at all, yeah, I know, shocker, right? Because I never shut up. But
I'm actually so surprised by that because I don't know, I just assume because you're so extroverted and we were just chit-chatting all the time. I want
no,
you to...
literally, okay, this is a funny story. All through high school, I think I maybe got a little bit better in college, but kindergarten through 12th grade, I did not talk at all. And in 8th grade, my class, like there was this one kid in my class who was like, "Can you talk? Can you talk?" And then it became a thing. So I'd like write on a piece of paper, "Hi," because he was so ridiculous. So then I made it a point to literally not talk around this person because it was so funny.
Yeah, for the jokes.
And years later, my dad has this, it's closed now, but like there's this restaurant that my dad used to go to eat every single day. It's called Willie T's. So sometimes if I was hungry and didn't want to pay for food, I would just show up there at the time I knew my dad was there because he was there every day. I did that because I wanted food. And I go and I up to the counter with my dad's card. And oh, I guess I should mention too, I switched schools after 8th grade. So this happened with this kid in 8th grade. And then I went to a different school in high school. So I never saw this kid again, but it was in the same town. So I go up to order my food. I'm like, "Hey, can I get da 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 da?" And the person at the cash register, his jaw drops. And it was that kid. First thing I ever talked to him about was chicken tenders. I think this was like my freshman year of college. It was like 5 years later.
Legitimately thought you couldn't talk.
Yeah. Or that, or I was just trolling him so bad, which I was. But yeah, no, I did not speak at school. I'd have like my one friend that I would talk to, but
Wow, this is just such great information to learn.
that's why I just talk a lot now, because
It's all been repressed.
right. But it was the same way. I think it's gotten worse over time, but it was the same way. And I think school was just not my safe place. Like it wasn't a bad place. Nothing happened to me. I was not bullied, but it was just not where I felt like I don't know.
I want you to know I constantly got in trouble for talking. It pissed me off because my friends would talk just as much as me, but because I'm so loud, I would be the one that got in trouble. But there is like this one story that like always gets brought up amongst my friend group. So we all took our classes together because, why be a menace by yourself when you can be together?
Right.
We were in a math class together. It was me and three of my friends. Okay. We're in this math class together. One day, my friend Jatil comes into class and we're all talking. So they all three got to sit together on one side of the room in the front corner on the left, all 3 of them. And then I alone was on the other opposite side of the classroom on the right back corner. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So, anyways, it's the beginning of class before class had like begun. So, of course, I'm talking to my friends, chilling until the moment that I'm kicked out. Jatil tells me that, guys, you're never gonna believe what happened last night. I dislocated my mom's jaw. Which obviously my reaction to that was like, what? And she then tells the story of like how her and her mom were wrestling, which is like very normal. That's like their family. They like
I've never
play
wrestled my
wrestle.
mom.
Yeah, that's just like how their family, they're so funny. They'll wrestle each other. But she had done something and anyways it had dislocated her mom's jaw. So she's telling this whole story and then her mom just like went to bed. And yeah. So obviously I was talking to Jatil very passionately. It was like, Jatil, like you dislocated what? I guess and I got in trouble. And my teacher.
Meanwhile, she dislocated her mother's jaw with no consequences.
You see my problem. So my teacher like comes over and she's like, Nikki, why are you not in your seat? And I was like, because Miss Ha, Jatil dislocated her mom's jaw last night and I had to hear about it. Sometimes my friends, they would say something or I would just laugh in reaction to what they had said. And then I'm the one that gets in trouble because my laugh is too loud. I was like, this sucks. What was so funny is they were on that front side corner. And obviously during class, they're talking, right? They're talking to each other and I am watching them talk to each other. So I would constantly stand up, like, when there's breaks in the lesson or whatever, I would stand up and I'd be like, hey, what are you guys talking about? And I'd be like, text me.
No, I think you were probably the only person I have ever gotten in trouble talking to at school. Like
I'm
up
so
until
sorry.
6 months ago, like grad school, I did not talk in class. I mean, not really. I mean, I guess maybe a tiny bit to the person right next to me, which was like my best friend, but
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. If I'm in the room, I will be talking. And I will include everyone in on that.
Unfortunately, that's even more forbidden in an ASL class.
It's true. It's supposed to be silent.
But yeah, that's how we know each other. We're actual friends though. After that, not just like
class friends.
Yeah. Which most of my class friends just stayed class friends.
It's like pretty remarkable when the class friendship can make it outside of the classroom. You know what I mean? When it's like,
Look
wait,
at us, like 5 years later.
Right?
Actually, this friend group is so intertwined. Did you know that? So Jenna, she's like from Texas, but her mom's from Baton Rouge, which is like 3 hours from where I'm from. And I think her mom went to prom with one of my uncles.
What?
Yeah. And my brother bought Jenna's car, still drives it to this day.
Wow. Shout out to Maddie and Jenna.
Yes.
I'll tag them on the Instagram. And then so that way it'll force them to listen to this episode and be like, wait,
something else I was gonna say.
did someone talk about me? Reagan, it is now time. What have you been watching?
Okay. Recently, we have been watching Parks and Rec, and I'm obsessed with it. I cannot believe I hadn't seen it until now.
You've never seen it?
No, I hadn't seen it. I don't know how, but I'm literally obsessed with it. I look forward to it all day long.
Do you love Andy? I feel like you'd love Andy.
I love all of them. I had a dream about Andy and April the other night.
Just such great characters, funny writing.
Yes, I love that show. Before that, though, we finished The Office again. That's kind of our like always on show.
Mm-hmm.
And I also just started that show, Nobody Wants This, but I just started it I've seen maybe, well, actually, I think I've seen like 5 episodes. I guess that's not just started, but
Oh yeah, there's 8 episodes. You're over
I don't know.
halfway.
Oh, that's it? Oh, I didn't know that. But I knew there was only one season, so that kind of makes sense. I feel like it was really hyped up. And I don't want to say I don't like it. It's fine. It's like, I'm going to finish it for sure. But I think it was overhyped.
So I really loved it. I watched it the day it came out, before the hype. And hype really does ruin things. I mean, I hyped it up myself. I told people, like, you need to go watch this.
Mhm.
I still stand by that. I still think it's great. But yeah, in like the, what is it, week and a half since, just how big it's exploded because it's more subtle of a love story. I'm like, oh, I think they're like kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with the overhype.
Mhm.
And they posted like all of the good scenes on like Instagram and stuff, like the kiss and different stuff. And I'm like, no, that's what made it so great watching it, was that I
Yeah,
hadn't seen it.
the
I didn't know
waiting
that was
for it.
coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's good. I would watch season 2 too. I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah.
I think it's good. But I was just
It
expecting.
was just overhyped. Yeah. No, I understand. It was amazing for me. I rated it super high. I loved it. Like absolutely loved it. But once again, I watched it the day it came out. So
Before the hype. I see.
before the hype, yeah.
Oh, okay. This is not a recent thing necessarily, but have you seen Night Agent?
Yes.
Okay, we watched that. I don't know if it was, I don't know when it came out, so I'm not sure if we watched it right when it came out, but we loved it. Loved it. It
Yeah.
was so good and shockingly good. I wasn't really expecting it to be that good.
Same.
It was so good.
But they've taken forever to get
I
a
know.
second season.
But they are doing one, right? I'm pretty sure I heard that.
Pretty sure because it got so big. That blew up. I loved
Yeah,
it. Too.
everyone I've mentioned it to has had the same reaction.
Oh, 3 days ago, Netflix confirms The Night Agent season 2 will return in 2025.
When? January 1st?
Yep, for real. And renews the series for season 3, but it's not the news I wanted. At least that's what the article
What
says.
does that mean?
I don't know. Well, then I got to get through all of the like, what is Night Agent? And they talk all about it. Like, no,
I don't know what it is, but I liked it.
winter 2025 is when season 2 will drop. Why? Why is
Like
it
the
gonna
first
take that long?
winter? January?
I hope so. I hope so.
Otherwise, I'm not waiting as if I have a choice. We have to wait till December.
It makes me mad. But yeah, season 2, where are you at? He was so hot, but in like a normal looking way. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, like he is normal looking.
Yeah, like he could be an average Joe down the street, but like he was also very attractive. Yeah, good old Night Agent. That's a good one. Have you ever seen Ted Lasso? Reagan, you would love Ted Lasso. You've got to watch that ASAP. Do you have
Okay.
Apple TV Plus?
I don't know.
If you do, thank me later. You will be obsessed with that show.
Okay.
Absolutely
Okay.
obsessed. Okay, I'm looking at like my thumbs down for. Have you ever seen the movie Something Borrowed
Let me look it up. I don't know.
with John Krasinski? It also has Kate Hudson in it. Jennifer
I don't think I've
Judgment.
seen that, no.
I want you to promise me that you'll never watch it
Okay.
because it's one of the worst movies ever.
That means I probably will watch it.
No, Reagan, I'm telling you.
Why was it so terrible? Was it like too cringe?
No, it had one of the worst plots of all time. Like the whole movie didn't make sense. But you get to the end, and the payout at the end was so terrible that I've talked to many people who have watched it. It's one of the worst movies ever made, in my opinion. Like, I think it should be taken off streaming. Like, it's so bad. It has John Krasinski in it. Like, it's got these great big actors that you think it's going to be amazing. And I think that's what makes me the most upset. Let me see if there's any other ones. My number one movie that I tell people to avoid is Remember Me, the one with Robert Pattinson.
I don't think I've seen that either.
That film was a crime and it should be illegal. Everyone who was in charge of that film should be arrested because it was so bad. I think I've talked about it before on the channel. Let me spoil the ending, okay?
Okay.
You have Robert Pattinson's character. He's in love with this girl. They go through all these different struggles together. Like, it's a very toxic, bad relationship, okay? Then in the end, you finally get to a place where, like, hey, you guys might be getting to a healthy place. The whole time, meanwhile, this like relationship thing is happening. You have this weird side plot with his sister, his younger sister, who's like, I don't know, 10, who's getting severely bullied at school. People are like cutting off her hair. It's like really, really sad.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like this side plot that's completely unnecessary but heartbreaking. Then in the end, he's finally like resolved some stuff with his dad. He is getting into a better place with his relationship. You see him looking out a window. He went to go meet to talk with his dad at work. And he's looking out the window, just kind of like reflecting on life of like, wow, I've made it so far. And it zooms out the camera. He's in the Twin Towers. And then it yes, then it
What?
sorry.
Like
I shouldn't be laughing.
that day?
The camera cuts to his little sister in a classroom. The teacher's right in the date. The teacher's right in the date on the board. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
It ends with him dying in the Twin Towers.
that is insane.
I just like, sorry, I'm not laughing because like I'm laughing at the
No,
ridiculousness
I know.
of like, bro,
That is
it's
so
too
crazy.
soon. Like, it will always be too soon. You can never
Yeah,
have
no.
that in a movie as like your twist ending. Who in the writing room?
The only time that's allowed to be in a movie is when it's like a movie about like a real
It's
movie.
like a documentary.
Right. Yeah.
You can't add that as like, oh my gosh, what if we really
Whose idea was that? Like, make something else terrible happen to him. Like, oh my
who
gosh.
greenlit that? And then
And okay,
that's
yeah,
what-
even now that would not be right, but that would be terrible to like I agree. It's always too soon, but that was made in 2010. That's only 9 years.
it wasn't even, yeah, it hadn't even been double digits.
That is
When-
gross.
That's what I thought. When it
Whose idea
ended,
was that? Who approved that?
I remember after I finished it, I watched it alone, and the whole time I kept thinking, like, why was this marketed as a romance for one? Like, this isn't a romance. This is what is going on? And then the sister, I was really upset. And I stopped the movie, sat up, and I sat there staring at nothing for probably 10 minutes, just wondering how we as like a people, as a society, as humans,
We
like,
have not gotten there. Whoever approved that.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, how am I in the same like species as someone who approves that? You know what I mean? Like, who made that? And then people acted in that. Everyone knew that that was going to be the
Yeah.
ending, and like nobody said anything. Robert Pattinson, you didn't speak up.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Don't ever.
I will
ever
not watch that
movie.
one. I will definitely not.
I mean, I guess they accomplished their twist ending, but
Yeah,
at
for
what
sure.
cost?
Nobody was anticipating that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything else on the watch
No.
section for you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, amazing. Then we'll just move right along to our next section, which is our job history. We're gonna talk about what made us the people we are today in the workforce.
I've only been in the workforce for like 3 days, but okay.
It's the perfect time to reflect on
Mhm.
what got you to your now job that you have had for 3 days. First off, you messaged me on the phone because you were listening to one of my episodes.
Mhm.
And this is what gave me the idea to do this, because you told me about a little program that you did that I have never heard anybody else do. So
Me
why don't you
neither.
just like retell, like, yeah,
Okay, so
you
I was
listening to the
listening to-
pod.
I was listening to one of your episodes. I don't remember which one, but you were talking about how you were the best babysitter ever because you took this babysitter's course from, I don't know, the Red Cross or something like that. I don't know. And I was like getting ready for something, and I realized, oh my gosh, I did that too, and I have never met anyone else that has done it. Yeah, I did that babysitting course, and I was / kind of still am a very busy babysitter. I still am babysitting with my big girl job.
Tell the people what you did because I put my business cards on magnets.
So I'm the oldest of five, and I have like a bunch of little cousins. There's a ton of small people in my life. Always has been that way. And I've been babysitting since I was 11 or 12 years old. At least my siblings and close friends and family or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And my next door neighbor was my best friend when we were kids. I think I probably kind of coerced her to do this, but we took this babysitter's class and I was like so hyped about it. And she probably was like, sure, but I don't know if she had ever babysat before. So we took this class and we learned CPR for babies and stuff and like all the
Yes, ma'am.
version of the first aid stuff. It was very detailed. I remember it being a long day, but I don't
It
really
was
remember.
like 7 hours or something.
Yeah, it was a long time. It was a lot about babysitting too, not just the CPR side.
Yeah.
So anyway, we did that. We got certified. Again, I'm so pumped about it. Side note, I guess. My parents are both entrepreneurs. They've been self-employed forever. Like neither of them have ever really worked for anyone else since high school, probably, or college, maybe. So I feel like that runs in my blood. And I'm just always thinking about ways to make money and to
Absolutely.
do and side hustles. And I have been this way for a very long time, obviously. So I take this class with my friend. We make little business cards that I think they had blocks on them. I guarantee you I have one somewhere. We were the safe sitters and that was like our name. And I mailed them to everyone I could think of that had children.
It's just so iconic. You were just out there taking names. Like you're like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm a businesswoman.
Yes.
Give me those stamps. Give me those
Asking my
envelopes.
parents. I need everyone you know's address. I don't even know what our plan was. Like, were we planning to just babysit together? Were we planning to, I get the jobs from the people I know, she gets the jobs from the people she knows because it was only people I know. I don't really know if it really did anything. I think I had the same amount of babysitting jobs as I had before that. But
But hey, you were certified and you had the
yes,
credentials.
yes.
Parents felt
I-
safer knowing they now had a safe sitter. Okay, so was that your first job ever? Was babysitting?
Yeah, like I was thinking about this not too long ago. I think the first official like takes money for taxes out of my paycheck job that I had was in college.
Really?
Yeah, because I babysat like crazy. Babysat slash, it was so consistent. I would almost consider it a nanny job, but it was just
Yeah.
after school. Three little kids. I babysat them for about a year. Shout out to Abigail. She still texts me. We Snapchat.
Oh,
She's
love.
like 20.
Oh,
So I was babysitting them when I left for college.
yeah.
We made this really cringy little iMovie thing, and it is so funny. It's called The Tragedy. And the tragedy is that I moved to college. And she messaged me the other day. She was like, I'm trying to show my boyfriend this video. Can you send it to me? Because I can't find it. So yeah, I mostly babysat and then my freshman year of college. My friend's mom had like a music studio where she taught voice lessons and then I did piano. So I taught piano lessons. I don't know, it was official, but it also wasn't official.
Right. You're not reporting that to
There
the
was no
gov.
direct deposit. And
Great.
so lots of kind of odd jobs. And like I said, like my parents are entrepreneurs, so there was always something to get paid for.
What do your parents do now?
My mom has a dance store, like sells ballet shoes and leotards and stuff. She bought that store when she was 19. It's her 30th anniversary in a few weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she's doing like little door prizes and actually she's giving away one of my books. And then my dad technically is an accountant. So he has like a tax office. They have a laundromat. We built a summer camp a few years ago, which was really fun. I don't know. They just do a lot of random stuff. And there's been a lot of random little things throughout the years too that maybe are no longer, but were when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it really does run in your blood.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like I said, my brain never stops.
Were you making bank as a babysitter?
Oh, yeah. And that was back then when honestly people didn't pay that good sometimes.
Yeah, $5 an hour is how much I was making.
I don't remember. Like when people ask me how much you charge, I was like, oh, that's so uncomfortable. Just whatever you want to pay me. Of course, sometimes that was really low, but
Yeah.
most of the time it worked out. I wish I lived in Nashville at that time because my gosh, people pay so good here. I got the other night, granted, this family, they really like me and I really like them. And also, they're probably the richest people I've ever met in my life. But they paid me $30 an hour.
What?
Yeah. That's the most I've ever been paid. Usually, but here in Nashville, I've been on and off babysat quite a bit here for the last 3 years, and it's 20 to 25 an hour, usually closer to 25.
Wow.
Yeah, insane, but it's great.
But I mean, they're really getting bang for their buck because you literally have that.
I'm certified.
They don't even know.
Should I put that on my resume? I'm a certified babysitter as of 15 years ago. Should I get it renewed?
You you literally don't even put on the fact that you're literally an occupational therapist, have the degree and everything. No. I'm babysitter certified.
That's the important part.
Okay, let me go through my jobs really quick. Started off babysitting.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I would classify nannying as well because I consistently, like 3 days a week, am
Yes.
babysitting the same kids for the same amount of time. Like I'm basically like living at their house, and I felt like their daughter. Like I love it. And then when I was 16, we had like a family rule. You had to get a job within 2 weeks of you turning 16. I remember I was like, I will not work in fast food, and I will not work retail, and I will not do this, and I will not. And I remember telling my mom, like, I'm gonna be a receptionist. My mom was like, yeah, okay. Like, you're 16 years old. Like, ain't nobody gonna hire you as a receptionist. Yeah, no, my first job, I was a receptionist.
That's awesome.
I was determined. I was like, no, I don't want to do any of those other crap jobs. Like, I don't want. I remember my thing about the fast food was I didn't want acne, and I was just convinced.
Never thought about that.
That like if I'm around like a fryer, like I'm gonna get acne. I'm sure there's not really a correlation, but like in my head, I was like, well, I've never really dealt with acne before, and if I work in a fast food place, that's gonna change, and I don't want it to.
I feel like I had a lot of reasons I didn't want to work in fast food, but I really have never thought of that.
I like answering the phone, and I like taking notes, and I like Excel spreadsheets, and I like type A things. So I was like, no, I'm gonna work at a desk. So I got a job as a receptionist at the Lehigh Legacy Center.
What is that?
It's the rec center.
Oh, okay.
So it was a government job, and I made next to nothing. I made $7.50 an hour.
It's more than minimum wage.
Yeah, that's what they kept telling us.
Barely, but
barely, yeah, by like 25 cents or something.
Yeah.
But no, it was so great. And then I worked there for a year, and all the little gymnasts would come in, and I used to do gymnastics at the Legacy Center when I was growing up. And so they had all the same coaches and stuff like that I had when I was younger. And I just really missed it. Like seeing all the gymnasts come in every day, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was you.
That's so fun.
So I talked to one of the coaches, the head coach, and I was like, hey, like, would you ever hire me on as a coach? And she said, yes. So then I got hired on in addition, because I didn't quit. In addition, I also worked as a coach. So then that was like my senior year. I had 2 jobs in high school, and then I babysat on top of it too. I was always working. Like I was having shifts, I was babysitting, I was doing all the things, mainly because, I needed to pay for my $5 Tuesday movie nights and stuff because my friends, like some of my friends couldn't pay for it. So I was like, no worries, girl. Like I got you. So, I needed to be having multiple jobs to afford to pay.
You can pay for all your friends' movies.
Exactly, but it's what I want to do.
Friend.
Well, no, it's really selfishly driven because it's like, no, I want to go to the movies. So if this is what it's going to cost for me to go to the movies with you, then all right, I'll pay. Then I got out of high school, and I got another receptionist job at a place that will go unnamed because I actually ended up getting in a lawsuit with them. Yeah,
wow.
I was sued.
You were sued?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I need to see what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say because I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Since this is like a public thing, I don't want to say something that like could get me in trouble.
Right.
I was originally not the one that was sued. They didn't know it was me. That's the problem. But I didn't do anything wrong. In the end, like I did nothing illegal. Nothing. Like I did what they accused me of for sure, but it wasn't illegal. I'll tell you privately after.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, no, it was not illegal what I did, but they sued as if it was. And then I worked as a clinic administrator for like 4 years. So
What is that? Like,
I was the bossy boss. So you have the owners of, shout out Body Balance Massage and Float in American Fork. So you have like the owners of the clinic itself.
uh-huh.
And I was like the one underneath. So I was the one that like hired people, fired people, trained
Wow.
everybody,
Fancy.
payroll. Like I was in charge. I was everybody's boss. And it was kind of wild because everyone's older than me. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was Miss Boss Woman for 4 years.
4 years. Wow. Okay, but I remembered something. Can we rewind just a second to high school babysitting jobs?
Yes.
Okay. I just remembered there was a family I babysat for. They had like a little boy and a little girl. And I babysat for them a lot during the summer, like during the day when I didn't have school and stuff. And they always paid me in $2 bills. Always.
Really?
Crisp, like a stack of $2 bills every single time. And I remember telling, because we knew them from church, and so my parents knew them. And I remember thinking it was so funny because before that, a $2 bill, if I found one, I was never using it. That was awesome. I was
It
not
was
ever going to.
special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm getting them all the time. And I'm like, what do I do with these? Like, I mean, you can use them. So I used them, but I felt so weird. Every time I did, somebody was like, wow. Like they're rare, but I have 500 of them. Like, does he just go to the bank? Like their dad just goes to the bank and says, I need $42 bills to pay my babysitter for the week. Like, okay, well then fast forward to last year when I got married. I get a manila envelope in the mail. It's from this family that I haven't seen in a long time because they moved. I open it and there's a card, a wedding card with $52 bills in it from that family. They sent me $100 in $2 bills. It was so cute.
That's adorable. I
I
didn't even know
know.
they still made $2
Oh
bills.
no, yeah, you can just go to the bank, I guess. I mean, I guess unless this man's making them, I don't know. He's not. He's not. They were always crisp. So either he's ironing them in his closet or he's getting them straight from the bank. But yeah, they sent me a card like 10 years later. They sent me a card with $52 bills in it. It was so cute.
Love that.
I know, me too. Okay, so college jobs. When I moved to Utah for school after my mission, I got a I got a nanny job for just like a random family and loved them. Still talk to them regularly to this day. They had 3 kids at the time and then had a fourth while I was working for them. I worked for them for like 3 years. I loved them. And then I also got a job at a group home for adults with disabilities. 3 guys that lived there. And so I would just go and, make dinner and watch TV and play games and hang out
Oh,
a couple nights a week. So I did that. I had those 2 jobs at the same time. And then I also got another job at the same time working basically same type of thing, or it was basically those 2 jobs combined because it was she was probably 30-ish and she had severe cerebral palsy. So she lived with her parents and stuff. Her parents hired me to help take care of her. So, give a bath, change diapers, and eat and do medicine and stuff like that. So basically the same thing as a group home, except it was just her and it was her parents, not like through a company at all.
yeah.
I also worked at Build-A-Bear Workshop. It was so fun. It was so, 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 so fun. When I was a kid, we went to Destin, Florida every summer with my cousins, and we would go to Build-A-Bear Workshop and then go to Johnny Rockets and got chicken tenders with our new Build-A-Bears. And we did that every summer.
Oh,
And so me and my cousin, when we were probably 11, we're like, one day we're going to grow up. And when we turn 18, we're going to move to Florida. And we like looked up a college. We're like, we're going to go to college and we're going to get this condo and we're going to live there together and we're going to work at Build-A-Bear Workshop. And if you could live in a condo on the beach working at Build-A-Bear Workshop part-time. We were so naive.
I feel
So I was
like
like, this is my
honestly,
childhood dream. I have to do it. So I did that. I worked at Build-A-Bear Workshop and it was so fun. And I got discounts, which was kind of dangerous because what college kid needs as many Build-A-Bears as I had? And I'd get them for like any child I knew that had a birthday, they were getting a Build-A-Bear from me because I couldn't help it.
How much was your discount?
I think it was like 40% or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, significant. Enough for you to
I
be
could
like,
be
I could
wrong.
get this.
I could be wrong, but that feels right. I'm not sure. But while I was working there, so at that time I was in undergrad and I knew I was going to be an OT and I was working there all the time and I saw they had a Build-A-Bear outfit that was scrubs. So I told myself when I graduate, I'm going to get myself a Build-A-Bear wearing scrubs. Fast forward to like 6 months ago, my family is back in Destin, Florida, and we go to the Destin Commons and I was like, Mom, I have to go to Build-A-Bear workshop. And I did. Hold on, let me find it. I got a Build-A-Bear wearing scrubs. Wait, the best part though, at the time that I was working there, I didn't know my husband. Like had no clue that who I'm going to marry. Well, now my last name is Mayberry. So this is Dr. Mayberry. Berry.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't
That's
that so
so
cute?
that's
I
so
know.
tender.
It's so cute.
Look at those
So,
little scrubs.
Dr. Mayberry.
Oh, and the little ID card.
Yep. Yep, I have his birth certificate. This is my like, accordion folder with all of my life's documents. And I have a section for our birth certificates, and his is in there too. I guess it's a her because it's me.
Will you take a picture of Dr. Mayberry with their birth certificate? And then I can post it on the Instagram for everybody.
Yes.
So when they
Yes.
hear this story, then they can swipe through the
Yes, yes,
gram and see the
yes.
picture. Oh,
Yes.
I feel like
And
you are the perfect person to work at Build-A-Bear. Like
it was so fun.
the second you said that, I was like, if I was a child going into Build-A-Bear, like you are the worker I would want.
I loved being the like stuffer person. So I had to do the heart ceremony. That was so fun. I would make up little fun facts depending on not make up, I would find. So like if they were getting a teddy bear, I'd be like, did you know the teddy bear was named because Teddy Roosevelt refused to shoot a bear in Mississippi, and I'm from Mississippi. And so now it's Teddy Roosevelt, Teddy Bear.
What?
And yeah.
Okay, I need more fun facts. More facts.
Okay, I remember that one. And then we also had a flamingo. I got that one. Flamingos are like my favorite. Anyway, so my fun fact about flamingos was that they're pink because they eat shrimp.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody's gonna be like, that's not true. I think it's true.
You know what? Hey, I tell everybody that listens to this, like any fact out my mouth, unless it's personally about me, don't guarantee that it's correct. Like it could be off. It could
Although
be.
I went to HEFY like on a humanitarian trip in Ecuador when I was 16.
I did the Dominican Republic.
Really?
Yes. I know exactly what you're
Crazy.
talking about. ATFY. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. We did like a little excursion to the Galapagos Islands and we did like a tour or something. And I just remember looking at flamingos and our tour guide person was like, do you know why they're pink? And I was like, because they eat shrimp. Like that seemed like common knowledge to me. And everyone was like, what? But it was right. He was like, yeah, they eat shrimp.
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't know that. The only fact I know about flamingos is actually kind of sad, but that they lose their pink color when they give birth, like when they're a
I've
mom.
heard that because there's like a brand or something
Yeah,
about,
that's how I
yeah.
know it. There we go.
Anyway, I think those are all the jobs I had in Utah, I'm pretty sure. But I had the nanny job was the only one that I had literally start to finish. And then when I moved to Nashville, I didn't really work consistently because, grad school. I just babysat a lot. So I did that. And then there's also a family I worked for. They have a daughter. She's like my age and she has special needs. And I'm telling you, there's some crazy rich people in Nashville. It's ridiculous, but it's awesome. So this family, they have a daughter. She's an adult. She has special needs. And I think they just kind of realized that one day when we are old and we die, that's obviously gonna be a huge adjustment for her. If she's living with us and we are her 100% caregivers, like it's more than just losing a parent. Like she loses everything at the same time when they die one day.
Yeah.
So they bought and renovated a house for her. And they have someone that lives there full time as like the housemate. She just takes care of the house. And then they have caregivers, which was like me, and they'd have two of us at a time. It's like a 5 or 6 bedroom house. The hope is that eventually she'll get roommates and stuff and they'll have more caregivers and more people. But at the time I worked for them, it was just her. But it was fully adapted to her. It was the most amazing thing. I went in for an interview and I was like emotional. Like, this is amazing. It was the
Oh,
coolest thing.
oh my, I love that. Okay, and now you're an author.
Yes, I am.
Tell us the story about that. Because so you've done all this babysitting, all this stuff, and then like, oh, and I have a book.
Yeah. So, okay, first week of OT school, we had a project, an assignment to create anything explaining what OT is, but also what it means to you. And so it could be literally anything creative at all. I don't really remember what other people did, honestly. I know one girl rapped. She made a rap. And I wrote a children's book. It was just scribbles on my iPad because I'm not an artist, but it was really cute and I was really proud of it. And then my class loved it and my professor loved it and I sent like a video to my mom of me reading it off of my iPad. So my mom was like, "You need to publish it." Oh my gosh. So I kind of looked into it, but it was just like it's not that good, you know? Like it's fun, it's cute, and I was glad I did it, but it's not like an actual book
Yeah.
because I literally was just it was stick people. But then I discovered Amazon KDP. Do you know what that is?
No.
Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So basically, anyone can upload anything to Amazon as a book. You just upload your manuscript and your cover and all that stuff, put your name as the author. Amazon will print it. So it's a print on demand thing. So I don't have to like have my stock and hope and pray that someone will buy it and I'm not stuck with 100 copies of something. So I just upload it on there and then Amazon is my printer, publisher, all the things. So I upload it and then it's on Amazon. It's still on Amazon to this day. And you can buy it, and Amazon will print it and ship it to you, and then just give me a cut at the end of the month. So I don't have to do anything. And there's not like wasted copies in case no one buys it. So it's genius.
How much does it cost for Amazon to like be your printer and stuff?
They just take a cut of it. So I didn't have to pay anything up front. So for example, I think the original one, I have it right here. It's on Amazon for like $10, but it's the stick people. Like it's rough. But I just did it just because why not? And so I had like family and mostly most of my family and a few random friends and stuff that bought it. And after a while, so I think I made close to $100 on it maybe. And
What?
I think I was making like $2 off of each copy probably. Because I sell it for 10. It probably costs like 3, maybe $4 to print. And then Amazon takes a cut and I take a cut.
Wow.
So I don't know if my
Okay.
math is right. I don't remember how much I was making off of this, but it's still up there. But nobody really buys it because I'm not really advertising it either. But anyways, after a while, I just kind of wanted it to be better because it was kind of embarrassing that people were buying it, even though it was just my family and they would buy anything that I put up. It was still kind of embarrassing. I feel like I should charge $3 for it, but I don't know. I was just kind of torn about it. And so I decided that if I was going to do it, I wanted to do it better and be more proud of it. That was like years, that thought process, that was years. So this past January, my husband had a work trip and I was still on Christmas break. And it was in Tupelo, Mississippi. So like 4 hours from where we lived. And so I went with him, but I was trapped in a hotel, bored out of my mind for 4 days because he would take my car to work. And I was just trapped in there and bored. And so I decided I wanted to do it for real. And I found an illustrator.
How did you
Um,
find an illustrator?
well, it's from like Fiverr, like a freelance thing. So it's still not like super legit by any means. But she did a much better job than I would have. So she did this, and then while I was trapped in that hotel, I wrote 6 more children's books. And they're not done yet though. Like the words are done, but only I've now published 3 that are like this one and 2 more that are printed and published and done like in my house and on my website. So what I do now is I still do the Amazon thing. I just upload my stuff. I got an illustrator to do it and I upload the manuscript and the cover and all that good stuff. I think these I get like $4 from. But if I do it that way, there's the cost, the printing cost, and then I get a cut and Amazon gets a cut. But if I order them from Amazon and I only use them as my manufacturer and not my distributor too, then Amazon doesn't get a profit. So it would be just the printing cost and then the rest of the profit I would make. So when I sell it myself, I make like $11 instead of 4.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
it's fun. I like doing it. Like I have my little pink bubble mailers and I love to print off the labels and it's just so fun.
my mind is just like racing because I have my grief diaries for when my friends passed away
Hmm.
that I have literally thought to myself over and over again, and people have told me like you should publish this. You should just like have it as like something that can be published. But I've always thought if I were to publish it, I want like artwork with it. I want there to be illustrations, but I can't
Oh,
draw anything.
you should do that. You
Oh
should
my
totally do
gosh.
that.
I've had this idea. I think that's kind of where I would start. Ultimately, my dream, my absolute dream with these grief diaries is to have little short animated videos where the audio is on top of it, but then it's showing like an animation. I think that'd be like really powerful. But I feel like a good place to start would just be to like publish them.
Absolutely.
Oh my
You should totally
gosh.
do it. I'll help you.
Can you help me get an illustrator?
Yeah.
Girl. Okay, everybody, you heard it here first. I'm getting published. I'm gonna
I
we'll
love,
talk.
love, 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 love that. Yes, we're going to keep talking about it.
This is amazing though. But you wrote 6 different books.
Hmm. So they're all about different kids with different disabilities or differences or needs or whatever. And yeah, so the first one is about occupational therapy, obviously, because this was for my project where I had to explain OT. So I'm holding it as if anyone listening to this can see it, but it's called Jack and Dr. Leela. And it's a little boy, Jack, who has a prosthetic leg. And just a quick summary, he goes to school and in his class that day, everyone's talking about what they want to be when they grow up. And so everybody's like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a ballerina, blah, 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 all the typical things that kids know about. And a girl in his class says, I want to be an occupational therapist. And everybody's like, what is that? Like, I don't know what that is because, of course, no one knows what that is. And Jack's like, I know what that is because, of course, he does. So then the rest of the book is Jack and Leela explaining to their friends what OTs are and what OTs do and why he needs an OT and why they might need an OT. And then slowly kids in the class they realize, oh, I think my grandma has an OT. And there was a lady at her house wearing scrubs that I think was an OT. And then Leela's like, yeah, my friend has an OT because this, and my cousin has an OT that helps him with this and blah, blah, blah. And there's actually a character in here based on my actual real life cousin. So yeah.
Oh,
Then I have another one about my friend Jenny, who has a heart condition. So it's like her real life story. And then the third one that's out is it's not based on any real person, but her name is Grace, and she has cerebral palsy, and that's the one it's about. She's a ballerina, and so my mom sells it at her store.
this is so tender. I
It's my
love
favorite
this.
thing.
I love this.
Obviously, I'm not making buku of money with this, but I'm just saving up to do my next one. So like any money that I do make with it is just going right back in to publish my next one. It's the Itsy Bitsy Library. I'm wearing my shirt actually.
That is amazing. And where can people check out the Itsy Bitsy Library?
The itsybitsylibrary.com or at the Itsy Bitsy Library on Instagram. And that website is also linked in the bio.
And buy them through you so
Yes,
you
buy
can
them
make
through me,
more.
not Amazon.
Help her get those dollar bills.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at you following your passions. Like, had you always wanted to write a book, or was this just okay, sure, I'll just do it?
I have always wanted to. This is so silly, but when I was a kid, I would do little things. I remember I had this story dreamed up in my head when I was really little that I was going to write a children's book series. Each book was about a different kid, and I was going to have 26 of them, and they were all going to start with different letters of the alphabet.
Genius.
26, that's so outrageous. But I don't remember any of them, but I remember kind of starting to do it like at the kitchen table. Or I was at least thinking of the names and I was like, what starts with X? Because it was also going to alternate like boy, girl, boy, girl. And I was like, okay, X has to be a boy because Xavier
Standard.
is the only
Yeah.
name that starts with X.
Yeah. I
So I kind of
love
have
that.
always wanted to, but it's always been like the section of my bucket list that was fun to talk about, but would never happen. And then I had the opportunity to. I think it was good that I got to do it in such a low key situation and I didn't have to impress a real life publisher. because
Yeah.
I don't think I could have done that. So I got to do it my own way, and yeah, it's worked out. It's been fun.
It's funny when I think back on things that I did when I was younger and stuff I love doing now. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I can see like the seeds of this. I can see me never shutting up and always getting in trouble in school for talking,
And now you have
leading me to a podcast,
a podcast.
being like, you know what? Everybody, listen up. I have things to say. Isn't it so interesting to see like how this has just always just been a part of like who you are. And when you find that creativity, I think that's when people really find themselves is when they're willing to lean into their creative side. To me, I feel like it's our like powers of creation, like what we're born with, what we're given by God is this ability to create something. And when you really lean into that, I feel like it's what brings you the most amount of joy because you're doing like what you were meant to do. But also, then I think when you look back, you can see, oh, this has always been in me. And isn't it so sad that like sometimes we just like push it down and we like repress it or we ignore it or we think we're stupid or like whatever? Why would you do that to yourself? Because it's not like this just came out of the blue. Like you've always had this in you.
Yep. I have these
Oh,
exact thoughts all the time. I think about my kid self and I'm like, why was I trying to make you be less? I'm getting better at it, but also maybe worse. But truly, why do I care what anyone thinks? Anyone. 99% of people's opinions do not matter at all. At
right.
all. And even
Right.
the people that do, I don't think they always do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just do what you want, you know?
I feel
And
like a true friend is someone that can sit back and be like, I don't get it. I don't see the vision, but like, I believe in you and I don't have to like it. I'm just here to support you because I can see that it makes you happy and I can see that this is a part of you. You know, like those are the
yes.
why can't we just be those types of friends to people? Like, why do we always have to
Yes,
project our
yes,
own
yes, yes.
fears on each other and be like, oh, well, like I could never do that. You know, why can't we just follow each other's journey?
Uh-huh. Let the record show I have been aggressively nodding for the last 5 minutes of this because I 1,000,000,000,000,000,000% agree.
It's hard to describe to someone that it's in me. Like my
Hmm.
soul believes that like this I don't know, I feel like I'm following something that's not me, it's my soul. Like it's me
Hmm.
in my truest form. It is like me who was here before like earth, you know, like
Wow, deep.
you know what I mean? I don't know. I
Yes, I know what you mean though.
not to make this churchy, but I feel like I just accidentally always make things churchy. When we talk about like
Everything is churchy, that's why.
when we talk about the spirit like bringing things to your remembrance, I feel like sometimes we only interpret that in one way, but to me, I think it is bringing my soul to remembrance of like who I was before, like who
Mhm.
I've always been, you know, like my soul that existed with God before I was born on earth. She was a boss. She like fought with Jesus. She's accomplished things and
Oh,
had to have had a mind of her own to say like, no, this is what I want. So when I have these moments of like, oh my gosh, I have to do this thing. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. I have all these fears, or at least I feel like I should have all these fears about it, but I don't. I think it's truly because I'm being brought to this remembrance of like, no, this is who you are in your deepest form.
mhm. Beautiful.
Creator.
That's how I feel about OT. I was made for this job. I was. It was made for me, or I was made for it, or both. I don't know. But I was, yeah.
I think that's when we feel true joy, is when we're doing what we feel like we were made for.
Hmm.
Now I'm
That's
gonna listen to the Billie Eilish song, like "What Was I Made For," and I'll be like, "This is I was made for so much." Like,
you were.
yes. Anyways, really
I
got off on
agree.
a tangent, but thank you
That's
so
okay. It
much.
was a great tangent. It was beautiful. I loved it. And I
Okay,
so agree. Just support people,
yeah,
even if you don't see the vision.
hmm
Because sometimes I don't even see the vision. I just see what's happening right now. I don't see 5 minutes away.
yeah.
When you asked me about Hills I'll Die On, like that was actually one of the only things I could think of.
This is a great segue into it. What's your
Okay.
hills you'll die on?
My hill I'll die on is it is not hard to be a good friend. It's
That's a
not.
good one.
It's really not. It might be hard to do certain things. Like I get like life is busy. It's hard to physically show up sometimes, but like there's unlimited ways to be a good friend. Therefore, it's not difficult. It's just not.
I
Anyway.
completely agree with you. I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And I think even in those times, because I've had some friends, who have like dealt with like mental health things and they're like, I'm sorry, I'm not like being a very good friend right now. But like they've still done things where they were doing their best with what they had.
Yeah.
And like it was enough because you could tell that they were at least like trying.
Yep. A subcategory of that, I guess, is you don't have to spend a single penny to support your friend's small businesses. Plot twist. Like, or their dreams, or what, like, not necessarily just a business, but like, you don't have to spend a single penny. You don't. I write children's books. A lot of my friends have no need for this, like, a lot. But you can follow my Instagram, like, it's pretty simple to be a good friend and support your friends in the things that they do,
Yes.
whatever it is.
Oh my
Even if
gosh.
it's just, I've been keeping up with that, good job, or even just keeping up with it, even if you don't comment on keeping up with it.
I completely agree with you because I was even just thinking what you just said about like, you could at least follow. I mean, like, babe, you can mute it if you like really want, but like, just give them the number.
No.
You can mute all day. That's fine. I won't know. I won't know if you muted me.
Yep.
But yeah, you're totally right. Like that does mean a lot. Like if someone's just willing to like help you in that way to maybe help you reach somebody else so that way you're popping up, especially with how social media is nowadays.
Mhm.
Like,
All the suggested friends and all that
yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone go follow the Intimacy Library and follow my podcast Instagram. And oh, and it doesn't cost anything to leave a review on this podcast. Okay. Everybody, it does not cost a thing. It will take you 5 seconds to give me some stars. If you want to be a really, really good friend, then you can leave a review. But just be an average
It
friend.
costs $0 to support your friends in any way. Zero.
Wow, that was beautiful. And now I don't even want to share any of my Hills I'll Die On because that one was actually like profound and great. And all of mine are not that way.
My other hills I'll die on. If you buy Taylor Swift tickets and sell them for 3 times the price, you're not a real fan. And that goes for anything. Not just Taylor Swift, obviously, like anything.
Yeah.
Scalpers are not real fans.
It's not love.
It's not right. It's wrong. Green smoothies that don't taste green are weird. I'm okay with drinking a green smoothie, but if it tastes like peanut butter, that's strange. If I'm drinking a green smoothie, I mean, I don't necessarily prefer a green smoothie, don't get me wrong. But if I am drinking a green smoothie, it should taste like kiwi or something. I don't know. Cake is not that good.
What?
No. I will always choose a cookie cake. Every birthday cake for as long as I can remember, honestly, has been a cookie cake. My wedding cake was a cookie cake.
Oh, see, I'm gonna have to climb up on a different hill because I am a cake girly. Oh, I love me some cake. And I pour milk on top of it. Mm.
My last one, it's not that great, probably to most people, but to me, even though I am probably biased, OT is one of the most important jobs in the whole world.
I would absolutely agree with that.
Yesterday was my first day completely by myself. I
Look
know.
at you.
I had my first eval yesterday and it was awesome. I was so nervous and it went so good.
Oh, I love. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave us with one.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be the final. This may be controversial, but I do believe and will die on this hill that if the Beatles came out today, they would not be as popular as they were.
I think that might be true.
I was never like I never grew up listening to the Beatles. Like I don't really know their music, okay? Except for, like the mega, mega, mega popular ones.
Yeah.
Right. But even then, I'm like, I don't know any of the band members. I don't know the history. I don't know the lore.
Yeah,
I
me
don't know
neither.
nothing. But I did watch the movie yesterday, which is that scenario of like no one knowing who the Beatles are, and then this guy like sings the songs, right? And he gets like mega, mega, mega famous. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that would actually happen because I watched that movie and I was like, are these songs that good? I'm not convinced.
I feel like now they're like nostalgic, and that's a lot of it.
Yeah. And with that, I think we'll end here.
All right. This was so fun.
Thank you so much for coming on the pod. This was
Thanks.
absolutely delightful. And I will have you do our sign out.
Thanks for listening to our thoughts on life, because this has been Life According to Nikki.
And Reagan.